Yo, 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 what's good? What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another pod. Today we're not here with my co-host Rui, but we can start with the pod. We can start with the pod. So as you guys have seen in the thumbnail, in the title, the playoffs are really heating up. Like things are getting hectic. Like they're not going like everyone expected. Like all these predictions, these bad houses expected. But we're gonna be right into this weekend game three, game four, and previewing game five, Minnesota versus Denver, and also a couple other games that are gonna be happening around the association. So let's go. So first, I want to talk about the Hawks versus Knicks series. Like this series has been like it's been weird because you would expect the Hawks to just get not the Hawks, the Knicks. I at least me personally, not gonna lie, I expected to at most the Hawks win two games. And I honestly think that now that the Knicks tweaked what we're gonna talk about, that they've tweaked, they're gonna win the next two games as well. But I didn't expect the Hawks to be up 2-1. I didn't expect. I can't say I didn't expect because CJ McCollum for me is like ever since I was a Jet, he's always been one of my favorite players. Like I've always loved CJ's game. Like I feel like CJ is one of those guys that's just so underrated because this dude averaged not that there's not more than 10 guys in the NBA history that have done this. Average 20 points per game, 10 consecutive years. He's always been good at scoring. So and this Hawks team really needs a scorer like him because Nikhil Alexander Walker, he can score, but he's not consistent with his scoring yet. Like CJ is a mid-range assassin, three point shooter. He can do everything. Floater game. The only knock against CJ is really like free free throw shooting. He doesn't really shoot free throws, but he's good at. He makes like his conversion rate is high. So and also Jalen Johnson, he's playing well, but I still feel like he's being quite inefficient. Like the three ball, he's been making here and there, but he's not being as good. But he's still being a great all around player that I expected him to be. Although I have to say the what's his name, Jonathan Kuminga has been exceeding my expectations this series, especially on the defensive end. That at the end of game three, what a stop, man! What a stop! And even like his offensive contribution, not like he's not scoring 20, he's scoring 20 points. So, but let's talk about Knicks, man. This is something I spoke about in the last episode. Mikael Bridges, dog, pick up your socks, dog. You bullshit. Nah, Mikael. I love Mikael Bridges' game. Brooklyn Bridges when he was playing with the Brooklyn Nets, but we have to keep it a buck here. This dude, man, he's not. Oh, like, we have to keep it a buck. This dude here, he's not performing to the level of getting traded for 5 picks. Not even Luka got traded for no 5 picks, man. And this dude out here scoring 0 points in the NBA game. You play 20 plus minutes, you score 0 points, dog. And you're a star. You were supposed to be an all-star in this team. You were supposed to be the third best player. OG Anunoby is the third best player. By this season, I don't think before people could debate now, because OG's been playing well. He's been locking up on defense. He almost had 30 in game three. He made that clutch three, even although they lost. He's been good. I don't know. Let's check how many. I don't know. Let's check how many points he scored last game. I'm not sure how many points OG scored last game. Let me check. Let me open the stats out here. I don't want to be lying to y'all about OG and Nobi. Because I watched the game, but sometimes I don't remember everyone's stats like that. But some people are getting on Josh Hart for no scoring, man. That's bullshit. You shouldn't be getting on Josh Hart for no scoring. We all know Josh Hart is a great Swiss Army knife. He's not really a scorer. And he did his job. For example, in game three, people could say he only scored 2 points. Man, he had 9 rebounds, 6 assists, and he played good defense. Josh Hart's role in that next team is not score points, but that nigga, Mikael Bridges, he shouldn't be scoring no 0 points or 2 points. Never. Being a guy that you're earning more than 40 million a year and you're scoring 0 points, that's embarrassing. But let's check here the stats for game four. I wanna check OG Ananobi's numbers for this series. 'Cause I think it's been solid. Cause and the thing we could all notice between game three compared to game four, like, is that Cat's involvement on the offense. I feel like Cat. I mean, I didn't know he was this good of a passer. To be honest, sure, I've never seen him pass the ball like this. Like, dude was playing off the high post, getting dimes, feeding, like getting everyone involved, and the offense looked much more fluid than with Jalen Brunson running the show. And that's the thing I've said about the Knicks, because they like, it seems like they have a lot of ball handlers because they got Mikael, they got Joshua, but they don't really have that many guys that can actually take care of the ball, not like in a high pressure situation dribble. And Jalen Brunson, like, I love him, but he doesn't get people involved, and that's what killed them. Let's say against Indiana, because Indiana, what they would do, they would just press Jalen Brunson up the court. He would always like what, pass into Bridges, trying to get him open, like, because no one could start the offense. Now you got 12 seconds or 8 seconds to run the shot clock. Now Jalen Brunson has to go ISO hero mode, and that works. But this season he has had his games, but he's not really shooting that well. Like, last game they won, but he shot 7 for 18. He had 19 points, 3 assists. Colin Towns played very well for me, and he's been playing very well. He needs to get, and I feel like he needs to get more shots because he only shot 10 times. He had what? Uh, he had 20 points, 10 assists, 10 rebounds. OG Nobi, like I've been telling y'all, 22 points, 9 for 16. Mikael Bridges. Like, look at Mikael Bridges' minutes. They even been reduced. I bet they give it. Do you see? Miles McBride is performing better. Deuce McBride, 11 points, made three threes. Look, Mikael Bridges, 8 points. Look. Nah, dog, they ain't gonna cut it, man. They ain't gonna cut it. If the Knicks wanna beat Boston, Mikael Bridges gonna have to play the way he played against Boston in game one and two last year. Like, making those corner threes, making those cuts, playing great defense. Defense, he always plays great defense, but the offense, he has to pick it up. But overall, for the Knicks, man, I'm happy to see Jalen Brown still shooting the ball like he usually shoots a lot. But I'm happy to see cats more involved in the offense, because what that means, especially in this new generation of the NBA, that dudes don't like playing defense. Once you see that, once a guy like, and that's just common human sense. Once a guy feels like he's getting more touches on the offense, he's gonna be more engaged with defense, which is a plus. So the Knicks, I mean, shout out to Mike Brown for that. And now let's talk about, man, this series. But I'm disappointed. But I'm disappointed, but in a way, I'm not surprised, because I love Donovan Mitchell, and I love James Harden. I love James Harden, man. I love Donovan Mitchell. Like, for real. For me, Donovan Mitchell at the shooting guard position is the best scorer in the NBA. I don't think Jalen Brown or what's his name? Uh Devin Booker are better scorers than him. But one thing I'll say, at least Jalen Brown is a better player than Donovan Mitchell. And I'll say why. Because Donovan Mitchell, even though I'm not gonna say he's not clutch, because he's made consistent clutch shots over and over again. A lot of times his teams, like for example in Utah, have failed him. But for example, last year, okay, 2024 he got injured. 2023 there was a meltdown. They lost. They weren't supposed to lose against the Knicks. They lost. 2024, he got injured. I get it. 2025, he was playing injured, but he still scoring 40 points. 40, that game had 49 or something like that. He missed 4 free throws in a row. You see what I'm talking about? And then next game, and then the game, what you call this? For example, I was watching game 4 against the Raptors. And like his last shot attempt, but like what was that? Like you hit like you hit him with a hands. You could have shot your step back right there. And everyone that plays basketball knows this. The ref swallowed the whistle once we get to the last 2 minutes in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter, they're not going to call those type of fouls. So why would you go for a pump fake for? You're a veteran. You're almost 10 years deep in the league already, and you're doing that type of play. Like instead of just the rookie jumps. Once the rookie jump, man, blow past him. Or they had to score a three. Step back, shoot the three, bro. Like he jumps between step back, you know. But nah, he tried to draw the foul. It didn't work. He missed, and the whole game I was watching. And for me, and the commentators were talking about this. The Raptors, they shot 32% from the field. Cavs shot like what 36, something like that. They also shot terrible, but you shouldn't be losing to a team if your goal is to win a championship. They're shooting 32% from the field. Like this is not something that's even subjective. It's something objective. You shouldn't be losing a, a basketball game against the Raptors team. And James Harden, I think James Harden played a solid game up to the fourth quarter. In the fourth quarter, he took some questionable shots. I think he had a few turnovers. But other than that, game 4, I'm happy with James Harden. I'm not happy with the other guys. Mobley, Donovan Mitchell. I need more from them. On defense, that nigga Evan Mobley solid. I have no complaints about it. But on offense, I feel like he could give us more. Especially when those big wings are smothering the guards and they need some help, man. They should be able to give the ball to Evan Mobley and go get a bucket. 'Cause at the end of the day, you play against a rookie Evan Mobley. You play against the Murray Burley kid, and he's dope. Shout out to Murray Burley. The last 2 games he's been performing. He had a 22-point game. Last game he had so many offensive rebounds, getting stops, and Evan Mobley. Shout out to him. He was getting offensive rebounds, but like dudes weren't making shots. And like I said, if the Cavs want to beat this Toronto Raptors team, they're gonna have to move the ball, swing, because they play good defense. If they wanna play, take turns, yo, pause, that's crazy. But like, if they wanna take turns, ISO, it's not gonna work against this team. Because this team, they all guys above 6'5", 6'7". You see, they don't lose their demeanor, their motivation if they're not making shots. And all starts with their leader, Scotty Barnes. Shout out to him, man. That guy's a defensive monster. If it wasn't for Victor Wembanyama, he would definitely win DPOI this year, in my opinion. I mean, I don't know if he should, but in my opinion, he should be there, up there. But yeah, and now let's move on to the Raptors, man. Shout out to RJ Barrett. Even though let's get, I still don't like RJ Barrett. Like he eyes too much, and like he has very limited moves. Like he's a very predictable player. If you're a smart defender, like once it goes right, he's gonna go for the spin move, or he's gonna try to go for a step back. If he goes left, he's gonna go for the floater, or like all the you already know what he's trying to do. Like once you watch him a bit, but he's been solid. He's been aggressive. What Brandon Ingram's supposed to be doing, that's what my boy RJ Barrett doing, man. Come on, dog. You bullshit, dog. 8 points, 12 points. I mean, yesterday you played good. You had like 23. You didn't play good because you didn't shoot well, but at least you were being aggressive. You made that clutch 3-pointer to reduce the gap, and then I think you made another shot. I don't remember. You made your free throws, so props to you for that. For real, props to you, Bi. But if this team needs to, if if your team needs to win BI, you got game 5. Brandon Ingram has to play like Brandon Ingram. That we know that he can play. Like you know, he's one of the best scorers in the NBA. Like when it comes to scoring, especially mid-range isolation, there's a few guys that can stop a guy that's 6'8", 6'9", like Brandon Ingram. So let's look forward for that. If Brandon Ingram, my prediction for Game 5, I still got Cleveland winning Game 5 at home, Raptors winning Game 6, and then Game 7. I think Cleveland's gonna win. But if Brandon Ingram shows up to the party, oh, it's gonna be a whole different story, man. In Cleveland, man, attitude. Same thing that happened against the Pacers. I feel like, and I. And with James Harden, they started this series like having attitude playing at home. Maybe it's because they were playing away from home. Let's see at home how the role players play. But like they missing their attitude. They were missing their attitude last night's game because you're winning by 7, and then you reduce the gap again. I mean, not reduce the gap. You lose the game. So yeah, but let's look forward to this series. And man, I don't think Donovan Mitchell's gonna play this bad again. So it's gonna be. I've still got the Cavs winning in 7, but let's see. Let's see how things go for the end of the series. And the role players for Cleveland gotta step up, man. Gotta step up. I need to see more Dennis Schroeder minutes. I haven't seen that many minutes from him, and I think it would help a lot, especially against this Raptors team. You need some speed there. You need some speed against these tall guys, man. Now let's talk about Boston, man. Boston. Against Philadelphia, man. Boston got really stayed against Philly, man. Let's look. 2018 sweep. 2020 sweep. 2023 they went to Game 7. They were up 3-2. Jason Tatum, Game 6, scored 16 points in the last 2 minutes. They win. Game 7, Jason Tatum, NBA playoff record, 51 points in the Game 7. And then your team breaks up. And now again, your fans have the audacity to scream, "We want Boston." The Magic was smart. They played shit against y'all. They want to beat the ones. Yo, we're like, we want Boston with them. I don't know why. you, you you got what you want. Game 1, I mean, was a good game, solid game. Boston still beat you. I mean, Jalen Brown had a great game. Jason Tatum had a great game. Game 2, even though Jalen Brown scored a lot, like we didn't see that much from the others. Jason Tatum had a damn near triple double game, and I mean, VJ and Tyrese Maxey played fast, like put pressure on Boston on the rim. Being consideration, the Vucevic played a lot of minutes, and he couldn't like catch up, and they were playing a lot of drop coverage. I don't know why Boston was playing drop coverage, and Philly exploded. But then we go to game 3 that happened. Man, shout out to Jason Tatum, man. This gotta be the greatest. I mean, I'm not gonna say the greatest. One of the greatest comeback stories in recent NBA history. Because this dude, his first 4 playoff games, he scored 25 and 11. You have a 19-point triple double. You come back, you score a buzzer beater, 25, 11, and 7, 25 and 7 and 4. Then again, game 4, 30 point, 11 rebounds. But game 3, I feel like game 3, Boston won. The difference here was that Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown played well during clutch time. And the others made shots when they needed to make. Like even though Derek White was shitty, Vucevic made a couple of threes down the stretch. PP, man, you already know how I feel about PP, man. That dude's Mr. Reliable when you need him. He made his shots when you need him. Those grenades. He made those grenades, and he said, "I love them grenades." So, and I love seeing like JT like taking the last shot. His confidence, getting his confidence, only good for the Boston Celtics team. That Jason Tatum is already playing like 40 plus minutes. Man, it's crazy. Dude came back months ago from the Achilles injury and like making buzzer beaters. And shout out to Jason Tatum, man. Not buzzer beaters, but game winners. He really owns Philadelphia, man. Like you see the way. we view LeBron versus Toronto. This is Jason Tatum for Philadelphia. And game four, last night's game, man, shout out to Peyton Pritchard, man. 32-point game. Dude's tenacious of defense, offense, man, relentless. He plays to the last second, always make those half court heaves. Jason Tatum, man, again, very efficient. 30 and 11 game, you know, eight, giving you 8 assists as well. And one thing I have to say, man, I like the fact he's been more aggressive on his rebounds since he came back to from the injury. I mean, he's always been a great rebounder, 8, 9 rebound, but it's even better now. And I love the way he's not like his shot is starting to come around as his legs are starting to come in. And his shot, like you can see his jump shot is getting more fluid, better. It's less of the hitch. And also his playmaking. Like that's one thing I was telling Rui the other day. Once this happens with everyone. When you get injured, you have a lot of time to watch the games, analyze. You're on the sidelines. So you learn a lot, and you dare seeing things from the coaches' points of view, taking knowledge from the coaches, and I think that helped Jason Tatum tremendously, because Jason Tatum has been his playmaking has been even better. It's been even better. Like he's been like I'm not gonna say this because it's kind of outrageous, but he's been playing kind of. It's been kind of like a LeBron. He's becoming kind of like a LeBron James type of player, and we all expect him to be like a KD Melo type of scorer, but he's becoming more of like a hybrid, and I like it for Boston. And it's a great. It's been great on defense, man. Shout out to Jason Tatum, man. I didn't expect him to be moving quickly, literally this quick, man. But yeah, man. Let's talk about uh yeah, shout out to Jason Tatum, man. He's on the way to becoming a top three playoff scorer in Boston Celtics history. Top 10 in three on the 3-point list and all this stuff. Jalen Brown also about to push Paul Pierce. I mean, these two guys, man, over the last 10 years. And those shout out to let me shout out Bros Page, man. Man, let me shout out Bros Page, man. We've been talking. We be talking, man. I might have him on a pause soon. Let me look up Bro's page, man. I don't wanna say something wrong. Shout out to one sec, yeah. Yeah. I remember his page, man. But there's this dude, man. He did a whole post. Let me look, let me search, let me try search one more time. If I find his page. If it shows up. It's not really showing up right now, it doesn't matter. But one thing I have to say is that this dude, man, he did a video talk about, and it couldn't be further from the truth, that in the 2020s, Jason Tatum has been the best player in the playoffs. Like, for me, my top two has been like Jimmy Butler, because he would be in the top two, but like obviously this last couple of years he hasn't really been in the playoffs. So Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown, Finals MVP. Let's not disrespect them. They've been the best two players in the playoffs in the 2020s. From 2020 to 2026, they've been the best. You talk about four conference finals, two finals appearance, a championship to show off, and they've been amazing. Consistently averaging over 25 points per game. And you gotta give it to JT, man. This dude was injured in May. We didn't expect him to come back even to play this season. He came back before dudes that got injured before him. And I don't mean no disrespect to Damian Lillard, but that's true. And he's been great on defense, great on rebounding, playmaking, doing the little things for his team. Now his scoring is starting to come along and being efficient, and he's just easing. And he didn't try to force anything, no ego, man. That just shows the type of player. Yeah, and Steve Kerr, man, quit bullshit and trying to explain yourself for benching Jason Tatum. That's some bullshit. And the way JT is playing, it just proves to you this dude can adapt. He got a very adaptable game. Probably one of the most adaptable players in the league, man. But for real, man, Jason Tatum, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Let's talk about Derek White, man. I mean, if they want to win the finals or like go deep, he gotta pick up his play. His defense is also you can't deny, it, but like he gotta make he gotta make a few more shots. I don't expect him to be efficient because out like he's never been an efficient scorer outside of his 3 point shooting and his free throws. I mean, so I don't really expect his field goal percentage to be high, but I expect him to make some threes and be a bit more aggressive. They need that from him. But he's their anchor in defense. He's probably, in my opinion, like he should be first team all defense this season. Now let's talk about the Minnesota Timberwolves versus Denver Nuggets. Man, prayers up to Donte DiVincenzo, my dog. Big Ragu. Come back healthy, man. Come back strong, man. Something wrong with number 0, man. Y'all gotta retire that number, man, because it's been 5 dudes now that wear number 0. They got tear their Achilles. But on the real, man, Dante DiVincenzo was playing well. He was being solid in this series. He was making shots, playing good defense. Now he's out. But the most important, not the most important injury, but the the biggest injury for Minnesota, obviously, is Ant-Man. Hyperextended his knees. I expect him to be back in 2 weeks because this dude is like he's one of those dudes that recovers first. So I expect him to be back in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So if it all depends who they play next, is because they played. Well, hold up. If the Spurs series goes up to game 6, 7, they like it, but they gotta. But at the end of the day, they can't be losing games of purpose to go to game 6, 7, so Ant-Man can play. So he probably gonna miss game 1 and game 2 at least of the next round, cause or Denver could come back as well. Cause I do think that now with Ant-Man and Dante DiVincenzo out, they lose a lot of the dynamic. I mean, especially shot making, because okay, Ayo Donsumo played these last 2 games, being the MVP, 25 points, 43. But I think the Denver Nuggets are gonna adjust now, and they're not gonna lose at home. I don't think they're gonna let Donsumo score 40 again at home, like they playing at home. And plus, we all know role players usually don't play as good when they're playing away. But let's see what happens. Jaden McDaniels, man, I was out after game. I was like, man, this dude is not being aggressive. What? Shout out to you, man. You talk your shit after game 2, saying, man, they don't play defense. You call them out, and you come here, man, and you perform it. And yeah, man, you lay that ball out, man. Let Jokic piss him off, bro. Yeah, I like it. And on defense, man, Jaden McDaniels, 6'11", 6'10", can can guard all positions, been amazing. Jamal Murray can't really get his shit off right now. But to be frank with y'all, Jamal Murray played well game 1, game 2. So Jokic should have been able to at least win them game 3 or game 4, and he didn't do that. And for me, he's the best player in the world, but right now it's not looking like the best player in the world. And let's see what happens today, game 5. Shout out to Rudy Gobert. I know I criticize him a lot, at least that he sometimes he can be a bit, I don't know, like a lot of playoff series, he becomes unplayable because he can't score obviously, and a lot of teams play 5 out and he can't really defend outside of the 3 point line. But he's been good. I was calling him out before the playoffs started, saying like, Yogi scored 50 against him. It's averaging 40. He's shutting us all out, man. Especially Shaq, man. Shaq, you sorry for that. You can't say the man's playing good, man. Man, Shaq's a professional hater, man. Professional hater. But shout out to Rudy Gobert, man. You gotta give people props when they're really exceeding expectations. You gotta love Rudy Gobert's performance this year. He's been the Minnesota's best player this year. Him and Donsumo. and then you gotta put Jaden McDaniels there. Because to be honest with you, Julius Randle and Ant-Man, they haven't really had an explosive game, and they up 3-1. So I think it might be Christmas. I think it might be Christmas. And they low key right. Aaron Gordon is not really guarding. I don't know, like I don't think he's 100% from his hamstring. Tim Hardaway Jr. was playing solid the whole season. I don't know what's happening to him. Cameron Johnson's been shit the whole year, man. So I'm not surprised. And yeah, the other dudes, man, I expect more. Man, low key, Denver, low key fucked it up letting Westbrook go, eh? Because the thing, Westbrook is an experienced player. He's a former MVP All Star. Like some games, he can still give you flashes of that. Now, Bruce Brown is not really give you nothing, and he's not even playing defense. And Russ can compete on defense. I mean, he can play. He can play. We've seen him lock up people when he's required. So I think Denver fumbled that one. But let's my preview for today's game. I got Denver winning game five. Jokic big game. I don't. He's too great of a player to play bad again. In my eyes, if they lose in five, we gotta have a whole conversation about Jokic. And I've been seeing people in the internet trying to discredit their championship from 2023. But this is the problem with people looking at standings, especially more than NBA with dudes missing a lot of games and stuff, and analyzing things based on that. You analyze the standings, but the Suns most of the season they didn't have KD. The Lakers they had a whole complete different roster in 2023 after the All-Star break. And the Timberwolves, the Timberwolves, they played good, but there wasn't no competition at that time for Denver, even though Ant-Man was solid. But for people out here to try and say like Jokic has one of the easiest paths to the championship, we bullshitting now. Y'all don't remember Devin Booker averaging almost 40 points per game, shooting 60% from the field in the playoffs. LeBron and AD, they were playing great. If all those games, even though the Lakers got swept, they were all close games, down to the wire. Jokic had to be making one leg step back threes, Jamal Murray buzzer beaters for them to win those games. So let's not come here now. This is the problem when people just look at numbers with no context. So, but now let's talk about the Lakers versus Rockets series, man. The Lakers they up 3-1. I mean, they lost yesterday's game. Low-key buys more time for old boy to come back because I think OKC about to wrap this shit up. I think it's I don't know what's the series like. Suns. I think it's 3-0. Yeah, yeah. OKC about sweep these boys, man. 4-0, man. And one thing I gotta say about this series, man, shout out to SGA, man. Last game, he proved, he told you, man, I don't need them free throws, man. 37 points, man. Dude shooting, do you all realize dude shooting above 60% through shooting? He's making that mid range look like an open layup. Contested mid range look like an open layup, man. I'm being honest, man. I haven't seen a guy score like this, like from the mid range in a long time, man. Like, like he's a mix of Allen Iverson and Kobe Bryant, like, cause he just keeps going, he just keeps going. But then he can slow down in the post, play back to the basket, pivot. Man, is amazing. He's amazing. He's amazing. Right now, he's the best player. He's been the best player in the league. He's showing he's the best player in the league. Like he's showing Jokic that I might be the best player in the league, man, and I can't really deny because he's performing. Yeah, the first game one, there was a bad game. I heard people say like, I mean, the Suns got a few injuries, okay, but I don't think that's an excuse because J Dub got injured too. So yeah, and Isaiah Addison, I don't think it's 100% this series. But those two boys also from the bench, for Oklahoma side, man. Them boys, man. Them light skin boys. Whew. Instant offense whenever they come in. Instant offense. Man, Philadelphia, once again, y'all fucked up. Letting Jared McCain go, man. Y'all really fucked that one up. And I mean, let's see. I think the Suns are gonna win game four. I got the Suns winning game four. But I think after that, Oklahoma winning game five at home. But one thing I gotta say as well, man, Dylan Brooks, you've been playing your ass off. Not every game you've been shooting well. Yesterday you were being aggressive, playing good. I like guys. I like seeing guys being aggressive, even if you're not making shots, but you're being aggressive, playing deep. Man, Devin Booker, you bullshitting though. You bullshit. Man, I'm pissed because I was arguing with niggas saying you are number one. You and the Jason Tatum, what's the old boy named Luca, SJ you're not. Shit, you know. I mean, I don't know, man. I hope you are. Cause game three, Dylan Brooks, Jalen Green are doing their job to keep the game close. My nigga, make some shots. Get the ball in your spots. Stop trying to play point guard. And I don't even think the reason you play point guard, the reason you playing this bad, my nigga. Cause you shouldn't, because you look scared, bro. You come off the pick and roll and you don't even look at score. When you come look at score, you pick up the ball. Casey Wallace has your number right now, man. Look, you can't fuck with the boys right now. You can't. Even Jalen Green, with his low IQ ass, man, is not playing. He's been playing better than Deep Brook, man. And I don't really think Jalen Green is a small player at all. Cause man, and I'm not saying Booker get the ball in his spots as well. I don't know if it's a coach thing, it's him. What is he trying to do? Like we know so well that when he gets the ball in the mid range, the low block, ISO triple threat, he's one of the best players in the league, if not the best at doing that specifically. But he's not being aggressive. He's trying to dribble, dribble, dribble. Like he's not shooting the ball, picking up his dribble early. Like nah. And now people are gonna start betting Chris Paul more because you're starting to see what Chris Paul was doing for this boy. You know, because from 2021 to 2023, Devin Booker was amazing in the playoffs. You know, amazing overall. But let's see what's up. I expect them to win game four. I expect better for Deep Book, man. I expect better. Better. You gotta shoot the ball, man. You better shoot 30 times today. You better. If not, man, next part, I'ma cook you. For sure. For sure. And I still think he's a number one all the shot. I just feel like he's just playing against competition. Is just guys that generational talent. You got guy like Jokic, not generation talent, but he's a generational player. A guy like Jokic, a guy like Wemby, a guy like SGA, man. We just a guy like Luca. You got like a guy like JT. Then you haven't seen something that great in Boston. I love Paul Pierce and them boys since Larry Bird though, 40 plus years. So yeah, I took the cut back from the Achilles and he's playing like this, man. Not even 100%. Yeah, this is the crazy part. So it's a sticky one for him. I think the Suns gotta really prioritize like getting a point guard that mainly a point guard that plays good defense. And they'll just get a point guard that plays the ball. Go get a veteran point guard that can take some leadership, a guy that Devin Booker is gonna actually respect. Because dudes like Devin Booker, if they don't respect you, they're not gonna pass you the ball. Or they're not gonna try to be cool with you, play with you. So and I feel like they could use Jalen Green as a nice trade asset. They got solid defenders. Too bad they got a few guys injured down. Mark Williams down. So Kamal Maluash is a great talent, but still not ready. So yeah, let's talk about. We'll talk about OKC versus Suns. Let's talk about Portland versus Spurs, man. Shout yo, yesterday's game four. Portland. I was talking to my boy while I was watching the game on the phone. I'm like, damn, Portland is really giving a spanking. Drew Holiday making shots after shot. Danny Avage is solid. Scoot Anderson wasn't playing well like he did play in game three. And yo, man, the Spurs, bro, they're scary. When they're clicking, bro, they're down by 20 points. In 3 4 minutes, they were up in third quarter, and they win the game by 20. So basically, in the second half, they had a plus 40 margin. What the fuck? That's crazy though. And but man, but I think this is just evidence of what I was telling Rui the other day. That yo, De'Aaron Fox is the key for this team. Like Wemby can be the best player. Stephon Castle, great perimeter defender. Dylan Harper, great rookie, six man. You got Kelly Just, Devin Vassell, Champagne, a great role player, all them guys. But if De'Aaron Fox, once you get to the most important games, doesn't play like they played yesterday, they ain't got a chance. Because he's the only guy that you can give him the ball, be like, yo, go get us a bucket consistently. De'Aaron Fox is a bucket. He's a bucket. He's too fast. You try cut him off mid range, step back, snatch, boom, float the game. And he can shoot the three when he has to. He's streaky, but he can still shoot it. So I need to see more aggressive De'Aaron Fox. I don't want to see that De'Aaron Fox from game two again. Shout out to Dylan Harper, game three. And shout out to Scooter Anderson. I was talking smart about him, man. This series, outside of the last game, he's been showing up to the party. 20 points, 30. And yesterday's game three, he was great. And I like seeing, like, it's nice to see young guys going against each other. Him and Dylan Harper going back and forth, like talking shit, like passing the ball. But yo, Dylan Harper didn't say nothing. And he had you. He responded with his game. And this is just a flash. And what is Dylan Harper gonna become really? Is he really gonna stay at the Spurs the whole time, be the next Ginobili, whatever? Or he's gonna, sorry, he's gonna take the James Harden route and play 3 years, rookie scale contract, then get up out of there. Cause this boy, I've said like even let me not say I've said because I didn't talk to you guys, didn't have the podcast there, but I always saw him even over Cooper Flag that as the best player in the draft when they got drafted. I still think he's still a better player, but since he's not getting as many reps, Cooper Flag is developing quicker. No, and this guy just got the size, the talent. Oh man, he's a special Cooper Flag. But 6'6" point guard, shooting guard, athletic, can score in every facet possible. Have no weakness. Dylan Harper, even as a rookie, he's athletic. Like and he's like him and Kessel. They don't stop driving. They are nightmare. They don't stop driving. They keep on going and going. So if Denver is not taking care of business against Minnesota. I don't know what I was gonna be like against the Spurs, man. You got these boys Stephon Castle doing pick and rolls and dunking, man. What the fuck? So yeah, Dylan Harper had a great game three, man. That post was nasty, man. But Stephon Castle also was great. He's been solid on defense. His playmaking is all I feel like it's very underrated. He's averaging like around 7, 8 assists. And De'Aaron Fox, dog, show up more to the party. I don't need you to score 25 every game, but when your team needs you, show up, bro. Because you really, if this team's gonna has to win the championship, gonna beat Boston or OKC. I mean, they gotta De'Aaron Fox has to show up. He's gotta have to level up the top scorers in other teams. And then to conclude, let's talk about to conclude on the games from last week. Let's talk about the Lakers Rockets series. Lakers are up 3-0. I mean, uh, LeBron is playing by himself right now. Like if the series extends, we can see more from we might see Luka Doncic come back. Austin Reeves probably gonna come back soon. I mean, I don't see a reason to bring those guys back because I feel because KD's out for 2 to 3 years from what I heard. So there's no point in bringing those guys back. I feel like the Lakers should close Game Five at home and just wrap it up, man. Don't try to extend the series more than it has to. Get LeBron some rest, man, and get ready for the next round. And hopefully Reeves can be good for game one, and Luka can. If they can have Luka by game two, game three, they might have a chance. But I guess OKC got J Dub is out, but let's see, man. Let's see, cause I don't know, man. The OKC defense might be too much for the Lakers. They might be too physical. The Lakers are a physical team, but OKC, man, I don't know. I don't know if they trying to see OKC, man, bro. But yeah, the Lakers exceed expectation. Everyone counted them out. Bronny, shout out to Bronny, has been sort of the best. Marcus Smart, you got yourself a contract in the league. After the Memphis thing, whatever, even during this season, you weren't looking like you're really gonna be long term in this league. Now you got yourself a contract. With the way you've been playing defense, playmaking, Rui Hachimura making your shots, man, been great. Great. I got nothing bad to say about the Lakers, man. Nothing bad. So now my people, let's preview tonight's game. I already gave you a preview OKC versus Suns. I got Suns winning today. I got Suns win. I feel like this might be the only good game Devin Booker's gonna have. And if Dylan Brooks carrying the momentum and stuff, and I feel like they should win one game at home. I mean, and then OKC's gonna take it back to the crib and close it out. I don't see this series going more than 5 games. I really don't. I really don't see OKC losing 3 games in a row against this team at least. They lacking defenders. They don't matching the physicality. OKC seems to want it more, and not seem they want it more. So yeah, but let's see what's up with my boy Devin Booker. I don't know if he lost the first step. I mean, but something off with him. But let's see what's up with him, man. Cause he finished the season strong, but I don't know what's going on. But let's see, what happens to him. He gotta show up to the party. And then we're gonna talk about the game. Another game today, which is Magic versus Detroit. Man, honestly, today I think I got. So we already talked about Minnesota. Then I got. I mean, this series has been a sticky one, eh? Because no one expected the Magic to be up 2-1, and but like us, in my opinion, I've always seen the Detroit Pistons as like a fake number one seed. Like they're number one seed, but they're not number one seed quality team. That's what I mean. They really not. They got lucky. They got in the Eastern Conference. The Giannis was injured. Tyrese Haliburton was injured. The Knicks were discombobulated. Jason Tatum was out for most of the season. So they squeezed in the number one, but I mean they still won 60 games. They beat those teams, so you gotta give them props. But like young teams, pressure starting to kick in, and they haven't been responding well. Shout out to Tobias Harris, been playing great, man. They had a poster the other game. Like, what? He still got it like that, but Paolo, man, he might be one of the great best playoff risers in the league right now. Because during the regular season, he averaged like 21, 22 again. And then his average damn near 30, 20, 27, 28. Last season, same thing. Season before that, same thing. So he always shows up to the party when it's playoff time. Paulo, man. Shout out to Paulo Banquero, man. He's been solid. You couldn't ask him for more, in my opinion. He's just been amazing. Paulo Banquero. Oh, he's been amazing. Franz Wagner, like I won't lie, game three started kind of ass, but he started making clutch shots. He made a clutch step back, made a clutch three, and they sealed with this clutch three. They sealed the the game. But one thing I have to say, the Magic, I think Detroit got away winning teams by out bullying teams, but they can't really bully the Magic. And I didn't know when the Carter Jr. was this of a big boy and mean. I always him as a nice guy, but man, he was bullying Jalen Duran in that offensive glass, man. Like, yo, you my bitch, man. You not gonna do shit, nigga. Man, he was what? He's making his free throws solid when he had to made his hook shots. Man, great Wendell Carter Jr. If man, imagine would think of letting you go, man, you shouldn't go nowhere. You should stay there, right there. And I think he's the leader of that team, of course. And Desmond Bain, I saw him get like a thing of hamstring. He came out. Hopefully, it's nothing serious or just some cramps in his back for today's game. I still feel like he's their most reliable, consistent scorer on the team, as he showed in the first half when he was healthy. He was solid. He was solid. He was good. Like you can't complain nothing about oh boy. So yeah, that's the thing I gotta say. And like for Detroit and yo, Anthony Black, Jalen Suggs, those are some dogs, man. Those are some dogs of defense. Their offense not that good. Like sometimes you look at them, what shot did this dude just take? But their defense, they're tenacious, they don't stop, man. Kate Cunningham is really feeling pressure. You saw let's get me at 8 turnovers, getting tired. And if I'm the Pistons, you better come out physical and set the tone early, and stuff. Because if you don't do that, you let that team get some steam. In today's game, you don't build them out for yourself. You might see yourselves go down 3-1, Detroit, and you don't want to go down 3-1 because once it's 3-1, it's probably reps. It's probably reps, unless you got LeBron James, of course. But so yeah, and for Detroit. Yeah, like I said, y'all gotta depend less on Kate Cunningham. Gotta move that ball more. I gotta see Tobias more Harris get more shots, man. Until he starts missing them, feed him more. It's been solid. It's been great. And I mean, he's an experienced player. But the now this is the thing I always say about the regular season. The numbers don't tell the whole story. Because look now, Detroit played against in the East, and most teams were injured or they were dealing with some turmoil. Now that everyone's back and stuff, they don't look like the best team. And also, they had this false illusion that the young players were some in a level that they're not, which is not bad. They still had a great season, 60-win team and stuff. But you should have, like, when they asked you for a trade, you should for a trade you like for Detroit because people were willing to trade with Detroit. Like for example, teams were willing. I mean, I don't know what package Brooklyn was asking for Michael Porter Jr., but people were willing to trade with Detroit and they didn't trade. So I mean, now you gotta play with limited offense, and Kate Cunningham is tired. He's getting turnovers, like silly turnovers. Like you can see, it's tired. And it's not 100%, man. Let's not forget, dude had a collapsed lung, and man, he's been playing great, but he can't do everything already. Just came back from a collapsed lung, man. So yeah, man, that's all I gotta say, man. I gotta tap into today's games now, and that's all I gotta say about everything that's been going on around the league, around the association. And yo, hopefully y'all like this episode, man. I want to hear more suggestions. What people would you guys like us to invite for the next pod, man? We got a few great things coming up on the way. McCall gonna be back on the next one. But yeah, hit like, comment, share, subscribe, and we out.